Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I realized I've not really touched much on the openings and ending credits of the NieR Automata anime, so I decided to do some research on those. And in my research, I found some interesting facts about the song choices and the lyrics that I thought I would share with everyone. In this video, I'm going to review some of the Easter eggs that I may have missed previously, especially now that the series is done. I've gone over some of the intros in previous videos, and I'll link those below in the description. Also, I will not be playing the actual music videos of these songs as I want to avoid copyrights. So I'll just use still frames from the music video and scenes from the anime for this video. So with that, let's go ahead and talk about it and roll the new intro. A quick little note I have to point out about the openings for this series and season 1's ending. They were actually written by Hiromu Akita of the band Amazarashi, and Akita has been working with Yoko Taro for years at this point. Some of you may remember they also did a music video back in 2017 for the NieR Automata game. So the choices that were made about the artists and even the songs with the lyrics were chosen very carefully. Both Lisa and Ame, and please feel free to tell me how you guys pronounce Ame's name. I've seen different translations of it, so feel free to tell me in the comments on how it should be pronounced or how you think it's pronounced. But anyway, both of those artists are huge fans of the NieR Automata game, so everyone worked really hard on these songs. Also, apparently these two ladies are huge fans of Avril Lavigne and got a lot of their inspiration from Avril Lavigne. Doing my research on this video, I learned that a lot of Japanese artists love Avril Lavigne out there. And with that, I figured let's go ahead and start with the season 1 opening and ending. The first opening is called Escalate by Ame. Ame started her career back in 2011, and for the first 5 years or so of her career, she actually never revealed her face. Working on this video, this is actually the first time I've actually seen her face. I saw her live back in 2015 for the Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Work event at Anime Expo, but they made the stage dark and it was hard to see her face. She stated in an interview with Crunchyroll, "The reason I revealed my face in 2016 is that until my third album, I was creating music that belonged to the world of night, the dark. Then I released my third album, Dawn. It was a challenge for myself to express music where the light shines, the world of daylight. Something different from the music of Ame thus far." She also said that was 5 years after her debut. She also said she started collabing with other artists. All of that led to her decision to reveal her face. She wanted to break the image. She says, "The reason I don't show my face in most of my music videos is because I want my voice to create the world in the mind of the listeners. And I feel that seeing my face attached to my music could be a distraction. So I appear in my music videos, but I choose not to show my face too often." Which, when watching her music video for Escalate, you may notice she still doesn't show her face here. In this same interview, she was asked about the song for NieR Automata. She said for NieR Automata, the world created in that game has a sacred, subliminal feel to it, but at the same time, she wanted the song to have a good momentum as an opening song as well. She says that's why she decided to use both strings and guitar to achieve it. So she tries to choose the instruments that fit each series that she works with. Looking at the intro of the opening, we could see the city of Shinjuku, and we can see the government building here. Now, I couldn't figure out why this building was referenced here. I know it's a well-known building in Japan, and also Shinjuku is where the Square Enix headquarters is, and it was referenced back in episode 9 as well. And then we see the building is also turning white, almost like the copied city in the game. And then we see what I think looks like an elevator that shows the Army of Humanity logo, and then the Yorha logo, as well as the Resistance emblem. It overall was an interesting choice to make the opening in a city. It reminds me of NieR Replicant when you do those side missions with Papa NieR, and you're in those new areas of a city. Also, at some point in this opening, I'm pretty sure they're here underground where you find Kaine's recreated hut that Emil made, because we see all these lunar tears, and then we see 2B's sword and 9S's bag right here. And this happened in the game when 9S left 2B's sheath in the bag there. Obviously, it couldn't be the sword because at the time, A2 had her sword. But getting back into the lyrics of the song, this song was actually written about one that embraces the pain and despair of the main protagonist 2B. This song seems to be a reflection of pain and sorrow and the struggles for hope amidst feelings of despair. The first verse describes the speaker trying to hide their pain and pretending everything is okay, but their ongoing pain and longing for something they don't have continues to haunt them. The chorus expresses the speaker's frustration at their inability to forgive and move on from their pain, and the need for someone to help them escape from it. Now getting into the next verses, it talks about questions and doubts that plague the listener or the person singing the song as they struggle to find hope and truth in the world that seems to be falling falling apart around them. They're looking for something to cling to, something that will give them meaning and purpose, but they haven't found it yet. And then when you hear this cycle of repetition of again and again and again, to me, I saw this as the struggle that is going on in a cycle. And when it comes to the NieR universe, it's safe to say that I'm pretty accurate with this assumption. Now, getting into the bridge of the song, it seems to plea for a release from the pain and desire to rewrite the present into the world where hope and belief in each other is possible. Now, the final chorus repeats the same theme that I just talked about with the need of forgiveness and escape from the pain, but it also poses the question of whether this struggle is worth it and if the hope they are clinging to is real or just a temporary illusion. Man, if this doesn't just hit the mark, I don't know what does. Her music video also is very creative in showing this as well. Now, I could not find much on the production choices in the music video. It was a very elaborate storytelling. So if you find anything on the music video and the production behind the scenes on this, let me know. Now, moving on to the ending song for season 1. It's called Antimony by Amazarashi. Antimony means a contradiction between two beliefs or conclusion that are themselves reasonable, or also known as a paradox. This music video was interesting. This music video is 15 minutes long because Yoko Taro wrote the beginning of the story. And in the beginning of the story, you'll hear the background music from the NieR franchise. For example, like I heard the copied city background music, as well as City Ruins and Voice of No Return, and also the amusement park, and finally Emil's Despair were the songs that I noticed. Let me know if I missed any of the other songs. The 15-minute music video depicts a puppet show reenacting the story of NieR Automata. It's told from the perspective of the game's antagonists, the machine life forms. All of the machine life forms in this music video, they resemble wind-up toys. This play depicts machines as children soldiers, placed in violent struggle beyond their understanding by their mysterious creators known as Father and Mother. This Father and Mother, they're actually two original characters created and written by Yoko Taro, specifically for this music video. Eventually, the machines are urged to keep fighting while averting their eyes from the horrors of the war itself. You see them wear blindfolds similar to those worn by 2B and 9S, and this pattern continues as the machines are forced to relinquish their ability to hear, to speak, and feel as they are. As 2B puts it in her opening monologue at the beginning of the game, perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Eventually, the machines turn on their creators, and I guess another way to use it, they kill them in a flurry of gunfire, and then we see them break the fourth wall to reveal that not only is this not the first time that this has happened, but the machines have been recreating their creators hundreds of times in order to take revenge on behalf of their past abuse and neglect. Then the scene pulls out to reveal the room of dead, blindfolded bodies, and toppled folding chairs situated in the depths of an industrial landfill. Yoko Taro did share that the motif of the music video script is inspired by the works of an author named Kenji Miyazawa. He is a well-known Japanese author known for his novels such as The Night on the Gaelic Railroad. He also said that the characters of Father and Mother are intended as analogs for unscrupulous capitalists. And I had to look up what unscrupulous means. Unscrupulous means having or showing no moral principles or not honest or fair. Yoko Taro did share in an interview, I think Antimony is a song of hope. It's a story that continues. It depicts the kind of sense of loss in the world without parents. The theme of the puppet show is how to deal with that feeling of insecurity, and from there it leads to Mr. Akita's light of hope. He says, "We aimed for the content that would only come true when the music continued after the puppet show." This song is actually exploring the moral mind of black and white, or rather, the blurry gray zone in between. The frontman, Hiromu Akita, is well known for exploring philosophical ideas in his music, many times within the areas of nihilism and existentialism, which also Yoko Taro is a huge fan of this too. So it does not surprise me that him and Yoko Taro are fans of each other. Now for the animation of the ending itself, it is a beautiful animation. It's not crazy on the animation or hidden lore. It made me think of the phrase, less is more. I think these lyrics match great with what they did make though. The pain and sorrow that 2B deals with, and how she wants to see 9S smile and just live a simple life. Now moving on to the second season's opening, it's called Black Box, and it's performed by Lisa. Lisa actually just performed this song at San Diego Comic-Con this year. I believe I read that that was her first show in the US in over 10 years. I want to say I think I saw her last show was Anime Expo in 2011, around when her solo career first started. And like I stated before, this song was actually written by Hiromu Akita from Amazarashi. Her music video starts off with showing a black box in the sky, which makes me wonder if anyone who watches her music video was confused by why there's a giant black box in the sky. In an interview with Crunchyroll, Lisa explains that to her, the black box is important to the androids. It It is their heart and how they are alive. She explains that this represents something important to humans as well. Black box is filled with the unseen and unknown, which at times can lead to an explosion of emotions, and that's how she feels when she's performing this song. This song explores themes of loss, regret, and struggles of moving on from past memories. The song uses a metaphor related to space travel and celestial bodies to convey the emotional journey of the protagonist. I think that the spaceship symbolizes the means of escape or departure, leaving behind a sense of abandonment or longing for something lost. Let me know what you guys thought about the theme of spaceship in this song. This imagery sets the tone for exploration of deep emotions and internal conflicts that are faced by what I believe are our protagonists of A2, 9S, and 2B. Also, looking at her music video, I'd like to know what everyone else's thoughts on this too. The black box in the sky, it looks like it's falling apart, but we also see a white glow coming from it. When I saw this, I was thinking, did this just foreshadow the ending of the anime? Because if you guys remember in episode 24, there's the black box that A2 is holding and it turns white. And like I said in my episode 24 breakdown, the color white can represent purity, perfection, honesty, innocence, peace, and also beginnings. And the color black can represent loss and grief. So I saw this moment of her black box evolve from something negative as her loss and grief into something like peace and new beginnings. But also, this is just a theory that I have. Let me know what you guys think about this. The other reason why I'm going with this is also because at the end of the anime, when this moment happens, we hear Lisa's Black Box song playing in the background. Now, the second season's ending is called Hi to Inori, and I think I said that right, and it's by Gems Company. Gems Company is actually a virtual idol group produced by Square Enix and Deer Stage. It consists of 12 girls who all have their own personality and dreams. Yoko Taro wrote the lyrics for this song, and Keiichi Okabe is actually the composer of this song. Now, one of the first things I noticed right away with the music video and the ending theme is that they have a similar setup. They have the bars at the bottom of the screen with lyrics and then that dialogue that you hear in the background going across the screens. I thought it was a very interesting choice hearing the song lyrics and then hearing that whispers of dialogue throughout the song as well. In the ending animation, we see what we saw in episode 22, all of the 9S that have been dyed by 2E's hands. Then there is an interesting animation of 2B dancing on the beach with the moon in the background. We learned back in episode 24, Pada explains that this area was created due to 9S's hacking the memory realms and that they have been fused together by force. And then when I look at the music video, it gives me vibes of Copied City. I, like a lot of fans out there, noticed some similarities and vibes from the Drakengard games as well as the NieR franchise. For me, I saw something that reminded me of the church scene in the anime with all of those people who were Han Soloed and made out of salt. Also in this music video, when that tower comes down, it looks like it's in a flooded city, and that tower looks like it's right below the moon, where they could almost touch the moon. This tower kind of reminds me of Drakengard 3 as well, when Zero goes and confronts her sisters at the beginning of the game, but it also makes me think of the tower from episode 23 and 24 where A2 and 9S fight. But also, it makes me think of the opening of season 2, seeing all those flight units fly up a tower. Yoko Taro sure does love his towers. I also wonder if the choice of black and white in this music video is like the bunker. The reason why the bunker is black and white is because it represents no biological living thing on it. Let me know in the comments on what you guys think of this tower and this whole music video in general. Now to get into the lyrics of this song, I saw this as a similar setup that Yoko Taro has done in the past. The beginning of the song seems to be from 2B's point of view, and then later in the song it seems to be 9S's point of view. Now I won't read the entire lyrics, but I will put a link to the description of the lyrics if you guys want to go ahead and check those out as well. Now I am going to throw out there, I did just have to use like a Google Translate to find the translation of these lyrics, so if there is some incorrection, please let me know in the comments on this. Now some of the lyrics that stuck out to me in this first part, it says, I took refuge in the gears of my mission. I ran away from the gears of my mission, turning a blind eye to the darkness of truth. It's overflowing. I'm not even allowed to scream. I'm not allowed to scream if it's my sin. And a repeating spiral into a never-ending battle. Repeating spiral, never-ending battle? This all sounds familiar. Kill them, strip them, go crazy, scream. Believe, betray, be betrayed, beg. Kill me, be killed. Pretend I didn't see it. It's kind, but it's broken. It's warm, but it's taken away from me. I can't stand it. Still, I was saved by him. This sounds a lot like she's speaking about 9S. Now these next set of lyrics, I read these as 2E and how she had to deal with her emotions. Shocked secretly, I knew everything. I knew it. Fighting everything that I pretended not to see. I'm screaming. I I can't run away, but I still have to move forward. What'd you guys think? I thought that was too E, but what do you guys think? Now this next set of lyrics, I'm pretty sure it's from the perspective of 9S. Sin, people, machines, the moon, the lie, the truth, the end, the falsehood that creates God, Yorha, the satellite, the base, the forest, the ocean, the desert, the rising madness, the city, the promised destruction, the pervasive pollution, the sounds of the footsteps approaching, but the touch of her hand, the death of ashes, the harsh days, the drowning breath, the broken ego, the meaning of killing. That's why I saved her. Now, the rest of the lyrics, it made me think that maybe this was both 2B and 9S talking at the same time, like he did in the anime and that he's done in the past concerts. Even the lies of the moon, the dim light of humans, even if I cover my ears, it still feels faint. Even if the meaning of the sound disappears, the heartbeat still carries the poison of black and white, the breath and the stopped voice, filled with guilt and ashes. I can't even touch my life that you touched. A warm dream with you, redeem me, memory record with you, a song of redemption with me, even if death comes, even if my prayers are broken, even if everything is fulfilled. Tell, connect, run out. That person won't melt. The meaning won't be solved. Those days won't melt. This music video and the song was beautiful, and I expect nothing less from Yoko Taro and Keiichi Okabe. My overall thoughts with these songs and the artist choice is they put in the work. The creators, the artists, they're such big fans of the NieR franchise and did not want to disappoint fans. Heck, even for Dragon Guard 3, they had Air Aoi sing for that game. She was such a big fan of the first Dragon Guard game and wanted to do the third Dragon Guard soundtrack. I could not find as much as I would like to on the production of these music videos, but I think a lot of that is on purpose to leave up to interpretation of us viewers, which Yoko Taro is known for doing that. What was everyone else's thoughts on these songs? Did you like them? Are they now in your playlists? Or did you not care for them? Let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to join my Discord channel if you're interested. It's a lot of fun. We chit-chat in there about games, anime, and anything under the sun. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like button. And thank you for everyone for watching and your continued support, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.